And welcome back to the lair. I'm Sulk and here to bring you another build video. Today I'll be building the Lego Icons Collection Chevy Camaro Z28. This is actually the 1969 version, which is the first generation of Camaro they built, which is from 1967 to 1969. This is kit number 10304, rated for 18 plus, with 1,456 pieces. This set here is actually very near and dear to me because it's actually a gift from Hulk and from Bulk, because this is actually one of my favorite cars. I personally drive one, but it's impossible to get here in Canada without paying exorbitant prices. So at least I have this. So getting into the box art itself, as you can see, it's just the car itself, but again, simplicity at its finest because it just pops right in front of you. So another little thing they show is that you can see it comes with little fuzzy dice. So it looks like just repurposed 1x1 bricks, and it's just a little cool little tidbit to have. On the back, you can see you can convert from either hardtop or convertible, which again is a nice little feature. Also, you can choose your actual colors that you want for your hood or your trunk from red, gray, or white. Personally, I like the red, but let's just see how it turns out and we'll make the decision from there. So, can't wait to get started and let's get into it. Alright, so getting into the book, first things first, it has a little bit of history on the front few pages of the car itself. An actual production line ranging from 1967 all the way to the most recent 2016. Well, based on this book. A little bit about the design team that created this piece. And your choice between the different trims and the hard top or soft top. Going to the instructions, it separates it from bags 1 through 8. So 1 through 3 looks like just the base chassis. 4 through 6, you have a little bit of the other, the surrounding body. And 7 through 8 is when you have to get to choose between the hardtop or the convertibles. Has about 219 pages of instructions. So yeah, can't wait to get started. Back. This thing took about 3.5 hours to build, and I enjoyed every second of it because this thing does such a great job of captivating the actual car itself. Like, I have very little I can complain about this thing because it just went together so smoothly. So this is the hardtop version with the red trim, as I said from before, as I was gonna do. So let's get into some close-ups. Here's the Camaro's close-up in all its glory. So starting from the front of the car, you can see it has the grille here with a nice Z28 sticker on it. The issue I had with the grille when building it was that I mixed up one of the connecting pieces here to one of the ones in the back. I guess the instructions weren't completely clear, but all in all, it could even be my fault because when I actually put it all together, you can see one of these pieces was this shade here and not the darker gray. So I would say it's my fault. You can also switch out the headlights for these grille pieces here, but I personally prefer the headlight look, and so that's why I left it at. Underneath there, you can see 2 fog lights, and moving to the side, you can see another Z28 sticker and another Camaro badge here. The main issue I really had with this car was that there was actually no printed plates themselves, and everything was done by stickers. At least when I built the AMG one, it at least had some AMG stamps on it, and this one here I had to pretty much rely heavily on stickers. So going to the wheels, you actually have 2 different options when it comes to the rims itself. You can either flip it around or have these ones here with the end caps. Moving to the side here, you can see they actually use repurposed popsicle sticks as your side markers. And then you can open the door. And a little nice attention to detail is actually comes with a door jamb, so the door doesn't actually go in all the way. Another thing they actually added was it comes with the actual door stoppers itself, or the door hinges, I mean. So it doesn't actually swing all the way. So that's a nice little thing to have. Going to the inside panel, you can see the door handle. And then it nice closes and goes right perfectly into place. And it goes to the back of the car. You can see has another Z28 sticker and a Chevy 69 sticker to show the year of the car. You can switch that out for this little license plate here that says Panther on it. So you can actually see that the license plate brackets are repurposed axes, so there's again a good use of parts there. Going to the bottom, you can see the 2 exhaust pipes and the actual reflective pieces here to make different taillights and the reverse lights. Going to the other side, pretty much exactly the same as the other one. And you can see it does such a great job of actually keeping the contours of the car, and you wouldn't even actually notice it's a Lego piece if you're from afar, because it does such a great job of hiding all the studs and anything that pops out, because it's just so streamlined. And that takes us back to the front. If you look at the top of the car, you can see there's a nice little Camaro sticker here, so just a little branding. And yeah, so next thing we're going to do is change it from the hardtop to convertible. So stick with us. So here is the Camaro with its top off, and also we took the hood off and the trunk off so we get a closer look inside the car itself. So moving to the front of the car, so first thing I did want to talk about was the windshield here. I was a little bit annoyed that it didn't actually come anything wrapped in cellophane because there was a scratch in it. You can't really see it in the video, but my windshield did come scratched. And yeah, they're trying to save like what, plastic wrap or the environment or whatnot, but when you buy something like this, I was assuming that the glass or the plastic would come a little more protected, or at least with film on top. But again, minor details. So going into the actual engine bay itself, nice little attention to detail. It has actually a caution sticker, so if those of you know work on cars, that's normally around where the rad cap is, so you don't try to pop the rad cap off when the engine's hot and coolant goes everywhere and you burn yourself. So nice little attention to detail. As you can see, for the most part, the engine bay is ridiculously clean, and has, you can see the carburetor, the oil cap, and the actual the heads for the valves. The nice little valve covers here, so pretty nice and protected. So a lot of attention to detail. Also, you can see it is turbocharged for some reason. Normally they're supercharged, but you can see the turbo inlet and going to the rad itself. I'm just going to turn this around a little bit. You can see the covers here makes the engine bay look really clean, but when you look really closely, you can actually see a lot of the Technic blocks inside, and it kind of gives away the illusion of it being a Lego car. So moving on to the inside of the car. So you can see it has a shift knob here, and if you look inside, here's your little dash sticker and a radio sticker. The seats here kind of move forward and back. Again, a little bit for the, if you know convertibles, or even actually if you know two-door cars, the seats have to move forward for your passengers to get in and out. One thing that they did get rid of, which again, it was attached to the actual hardtop itself, was the fuzzy dice to the actual rear view mirror. So when you have it in the convertible mode, it gets rid of that and it has this little piece here instead to show that to see behind you. Another thing that they did add, because it is a little bit of Technic inside, is that your steering wheel actually turns your wheels. So again, pretty cool. Going to the back seats, don't really move a bit, but again, can't really ask for much, because again, the rear seats do normally not move. And then going to the trunk, you see it doesn't really have much, but again, it is just a trunk space, so normally it is closed, and normally this isn't off. So what they did remove was the rear windshield. So you have the actual extra parts here that just do come with the gray and the white. It's actually very easy to swap it out to change the colors of whatever you want it to be, but again, I prefer the red because it does match the trim. Also, it comes with a nice little, what did you call it, magazine called Model T magazine, and they normally just have it sitting in the seat itself. But I personally didn't want that, so I left it off. And there you have it. That's the ins and outs of the Lego Icons Collection Camaro Z28. Again, I did love this car, and so I hope you enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed actually building it itself. Aside from the issue with the windshield, I did have one thing I forgot to mention, was that it was missing one of these slab pieces here. I don't know if it was just my kit itself, but again, if anybody had the same issue, just leave a comment. Because it took me forever to find this piece from our spare kits collection, or else it would have just been sitting there until we got somebody to replace it, and I would never got this video completed, or the car for that matter. So, again, that's it from me. I'm Sulk. Have fun building. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and hit that bell notification for updates. Also follow us on Instagram because that is up and running. So, until next time, see y'all.